live, ready to rock and roll. Hope everybody's having a great morning so far. Rank these bad. Let's go ahead and get, maybe we'll look at taking this trade here, then we'll get our link sent out. Channel. Okay. All right. Good, good. Gabe, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? Let's see what we got here. New signal time, long, and long. Okay. Interesting. So far, no good. Looks like we're going to be maybe playing with VWAP here a little bit. So we keep that top of mind. Larry, Kevin, what's good? What's going on? We're going to be a little more disciplined today and try to take much fewer trades. Ideally, with today, Ben, what's going on? Today, what we're going to try to do is just capture about $300 per account. We kind of messed that up yesterday. We were, I don't know if it was $100 per account, but we were up a certain amount, and then we kind of gave that back. So need to work on not doing that. But today we'll try to be a little more disciplined. A few trades, and we'll get out of here. Let's see what we have here, though. New signal in 3 seconds. Nice little push down here. Still not capturing that downward move that we want, or that downward signal we want just yet. GPT not really recognizing that we don't like these longs right now. But I get it. Market's up pretty big this morning. Pretty much every asset is except for the 10-year, which is what we want. It's good. Netflix rolling. Actually, it's a good signal. Can't knock it. It's actually a pretty good signal. ATR isn't super high. It's actually really, really low. Wow, I did not see that actually. So we're going to bump this to 12. We'll go 2 contracts across the board, only because the ATR is just so low. I don't know why it's this low, but it is. And this is what we had to deal with before. So before the end of the year, we really had to deal with this sort of ATR. Pretty low movement, nice candles, but like just not a lot to really do. Okay, I've got 2 long signals here that I don't really trust. And so we'll just have to wait and kind of see what shakes out. Today's an interesting one. I mean, to have no volume this early is really crazy. Maybe it'll pick up a little bit. Okay. Actually, pretty good signals here, I think. Yeah. So far. Okay. 75% long here. Take that right there. And that might not have been the right time to get in. Oof. Maybe going 2 contracts was not the move. Oh, shoot. Whoops. Am I not seeing things properly, or is this without question? Okay, it's just a bigger. Okay, all right. Good God. We'll keep it for now since we got down here. Well, that sucked. Took that trade, no good. Stuck it to us. We shall recover. Sell here. Okay. Stop. Well, that sucked. Oh, that sucked. We're done with this account for today. We're done with all these, really. God damn. Mother frick. I just blew those up in 2 trades. Well, no good there. Good here. Damn, back-to-back bad days. That sucks. Well, no good. No bueno there. No freaking bueno. All right, well, let's see. Can we get... I'm trying to think. No, I don't think so. Might have to just call it for these accounts because I don't know that we have any room to really mess up anymore. Let me see something here. Let me see one thing. What the hell did I just do? Excuse me. We'll chill for that on a second, or just a second. All right, let's do, what account did we mess up the most here? Wow, my apologies, guys. I really did not trade that very well. Okay. Here. All right, let's do this here. We're going to ungroup all these and just trade one funded account, but not at that level. Oh man, the ATR really popped. That really got me. I really got fooled by the ATR being as low as it was. That really messed me up. All right, we'll just trade this one account today then. Let's see what we got. Damn, I cannot believe I messed that up. Live and you learn, I guess. Live and learn. Yeah, no doubt, Ben. Stupid. I don't even know what that was. I rarely get caught off guard by price being as big as it is, but we did. We absolutely did. Okay. Bad here, bad there, bad there. All right, so we got price moving up here. Fine. New signal, weak, and I'm expecting a long one here. I just got one. I don't know what the other one is, but okay. We'll wait. Good God, I cannot believe we just did that. Oh well. $11. Okay. Holy Earth, what's good? Weak sell signal here. All right, so I feel like we're just a little behind on what price wants to do here. And I feel like what GPT is calling for is kind of a range. And I don't know that we're necessarily going to get that just yet, but okay, there's kind of that. I guess if you call for it enough times, you'll get it. But technically this one wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. Let's see what we have here. We've been kind of on the wrong side of both of these trades so far. So we'll see kind of what comes of this next. Damn. Those first two trades were really bad. I can't believe we just took two bad trades like that in a row. We've got about $1,000 left in both of those Express accounts, so we'll have to trade those back the rest of the week. That sucks. All right, what we got? Long and short. Give me the sell right here. My stop needs to be about right there. What just happened? All right, 20 bucks. Nothing much. See something here? No, I got 2,000 back. Okay. Typically, when we get two signals that where one is long and one is short, we want to wait. But I kind of have here's another sell signal right here. I'll take that. Let's just see what happens here. I'm not a huge fan of the move just yet, but let's see kind of what we get. Typically we want to wait, but I know that this could be a reversal signal, and I know this one's a strong move that I want to take, so I want to take that. But man, 213 down. Okay. Nope. 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 No. 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 I don't know what. Not really sure what the issue is with that, but damn. All right, so bad signal here, so I'll have to keep flipping back and forth. Weak signal there, we'll wait. Okay. Long. Jump into that right there. Let's see if we can get some runnage here. 8-point stop. Got into this one pretty late. Or early, I don't know. Yeah, late. Down 5. Damn, getting our ass crunched today. Crunched. Whoa. Okay, chopping. Really ranging in between here. Let's see if we can get some movement out of that. Delete this one. Yeah, I'm just not sure if I want to take this long right here. It could be the one that I sit out, and of course it might run, but like, I'm just not sure right now with this price action that I really want to take this trade right here. Starting out decent, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay, just more waiting for us to do here. Long. All right. Good signal there. Okay. So we're moving on up, which is nice. It's just been choppy. Okay. Okay, possible reversal signal. All right. What do we got here? Okay. All right, so we have this nice move up here, but GPT is kind of showing me that we might be running a little hot. So we'll have to just wait for this to kind of settle down, maybe get a nice little reversal candle first, and then maybe we can continue that move up. I'm not sure just yet, but GPT does not, showing us that it's not a great time to be trading. 50-50 on these 85% signals. Okay, a couple weak signals here. I use Ben 9 and 21. And then this is a Keltner channel. These blue lines right here. 9, 21, Keltner. I like the Keltner. I don't use it for support and resistance. I just use it for kind of knowing where price is and in respect to maybe where it should be or how it's moving. Especially a multiplier of 2. If price gets outside of that, we know we might be running a little far. Okay, so good signal there, bad signal there. Going short here has not been the move at all. But if we get a high quality enough signal, I could see myself taking it. Let's just see what we got. I really prefer to go long, but wait. Okay, weak long signal. Oof, nice move down here. Man, ATR is super low. You're welcome, my friend. Okay. Right back to that same level we were dancing at before, 18,272-ish and change. Maybe we'll trade back down into this range down here to 245. We'll see what we get. Sell signal there. $10-point stop. Well, that's not really going to help us much, is it? Small win there, but not enough for us to really do any damage with. Not to cut into our losses. 6 down, 1 up. Super light ATR though. No fun when the ATR is this light. Obviously, we don't want it to be like in the 50s and 60s. That's crazy as well, but man, when it's super low like this, your moves just aren't going to be as great. New signal here, week long. We'll wait. I think I'll have the Slack channel ready to go today. I'll just email that out. We can all join. You guys can join. And that has the bot going right now. Now I do have the signals coming in for everything above for everything above 70. I'm probably going to cut that off. Oh, you guys will let me know. It has some of the 85s in there, the 80s, of course. So you guys have to let me know if you guys want that or not, but I'm thinking that we need to get read. All right, so we've got price moving nicely here. This is a pretty big candle. Looks like it at least. Yeah, about 20 points. That's good. What do we have here? I got 2 weak signals here. Okay. Nice pullback. It's pretty nice. All right. Sell signal here. $10-point stop. Let's get hit. Yeah, we got hit. Got about 180 bucks left in this account. Man, it has been a rough go for us today, huh? Actually, that's probably not even a bad signal, honestly. Hold on. $8 points, 5 points. Technically, it's a good signal. It was just a bad trade by me. Or was it? I can't really tell. Let's call it a bad one because this one's rampaging. Okay, weak, sell. All right. Okay. Good, bad. Long. Okay. Got price kind of bottoming right here and moving up. This should be really easy price action for us to trade. I'm just not doing it very well. This should be very nice and easy. Longs here, shorts here. Like this should be very easy for us to trade, and I'm just not executing at my best abilities right now. Nothing really to say about that other than it is what it is. Okay. Looking like a decent signal so far. Let's see kind of what the measurements are on it. Looks about even. Or maybe not. 5. Yeah, let's get a signal. I have a long and a weak. Let's go enter a long right there. Stop. Okay, a little bit of breathing room there. Thought I was going to pop a little more, but okay. Take what we can get. Nice little pop here. Okay. Long right there, stop. Here we go. Okay. Should, Levi, it should. So I'll send out the email later today with the Slack channel, and then we can all join in there. I'm gonna check a couple things just to make sure that it's working properly, and then we should be off into the races. And so how's everything there? I'll send out an email. I'll put it in the Instagram chat as well, but I'll send out an email so everyone knows where to go. I'll send a couple out so everybody knows where to go. And then I'll put together some of the course material as well and build that in there too. The instructional videos, I should say. Should only be like 3 or 4. Pretty quick too. Okay. Good, bad. Bad, good. Okay, kind of making our top right there. Our bottom is still pretty low down there. This is nice and easy price action. Again, we should be dominating this, but we just didn't. Has not been our week so far. Okay. Long. Wait, looks pretty good though. Red day. Red, red, red as they can get. Red as red can get yesterday. Yeah. Was not fantastic. Was not one of our best. Okay, long and long. Nothing really there. Wait, ATR just again so low. 7 points. What are we gonna do with all that? All right. Good, good, good. All right. Look pretty good to me. Definitely chopping in this little range though, so we can wait for that. Give me this. Yeah. Our little 20-point range. Okay, there's just one candle that'll bust through. Obviously not a good signal there. All right, ready to test low or what? Okay. Long and short, but nothing confident enough for us to trade. New one here. Still nothing really to look at. There we go. Okay. So we're coming down a little bit. Let's see what we have here. All right, so I'm interested in this level kind of down. We've broken that, obviously. I'm interested in this level down here. 240, we're about 25 points out right now. Interested in that level. Let's see what we can get out of that. Ten seconds to our next trade. Okay. Okay, a bunch of low confident scores here, and I understand because the ATR is at 7, so like there isn't just going to be a whole lot of movement. I guess we're trying to settle down from tariff news, and so we'll see what comes of that. Maybe later this afternoon we'll pick up some more volume. I don't know, but so far it's been pretty lame. All right. Okay, let's see what we have here. Get 2. We're getting none. My signal's out. Am I bugging or what? There it is. I don't know why I thought we'd get 2. I thought it was already 29. Oops. A bit faster than I thought. My bad. This is a bad signal so far, but it might turn into a good one. Let's see. 8. Yeah, that's a good one. Good call. Oof. Wow. Okay. There's price. There's a little pickup. 22 points. Not bad. We've been ranging quite smoothly, so I don't mind this price action at all. 70. Go buy right there. Stop at 10 points. Let's see if we can get price to roll up for us here. Trying to get it, but it won't stay. Small. Nothing special about that. Maybe we had a chance to pull out a little more profit, but our stop just we couldn't move our stop fast enough to really. Kind of thought price would like doop 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 and just run straight up, but it didn't. Now we're really chopping. All right, so let's go here, and then we'll let this candle figure out where it wants to be, and then we'll make a decision. Sell signal or no? Nope. All right, so let's move this one back down to here and just wait. Nice. Okay. Let's go and do this. Now we're really bouncing. Okay, so now we got some real ranging. So let's see if we can get price to break outside of one of these, and then we'll take a trade. I don't really want to take a trade inside of this range right here. It could be anything. Anything could happen. Good. Well, that's premature. I don't know if that's actually going to be a good signal or not. Okay, this is how, if we can, we like to identify these ranges because once we do, price gets real jumpy. And we get a lot of back and forth. Now, that's not really what we want. Really, what the worst thing you could get is a wick that kind of hits your stop before going in the direction you thought it was going to go in. And that's kind of what we got on some of these candles here, and maybe even this one here. This will be a really tough long to go on because it gave us 12 points or so of pullback before maybe even going green and finishing green. So like a really tough one there. All right, so let's keep going here. We got long. Another one, another tough one. Big wick down. ATR popped up a little bit for us, but not much. Okay. Broken out. Go buy 2 right there. Give me my stop at 10 points. Can we get a little bit of a run here or no? Trying to place my stop, but not a lot I can do here. Placed. We've been sitting at this same spot for like, I don't know how long. Okay. Now we're back. Okay. Technically bad signal. Technically. Yeah, bad signal. I don't have to measure that anymore. So I guess it wasn't a terrible thing we broke even on that one, but Cool to see something different. Weak, long. All right. So we tried to break out a little bit. We kind of did, but now we made ourselves a new top and then kind of a newer-ish bottom here. Man, price is really back and forth. Okay, good. Not a ton to go off of right here at all. Strong sell signal. I'm curious. Let's see what we got here. Stop. Well, yeah, that was what I was hoping for. Okay, nice. Not necessarily a good signal, but I guess technically you were a good signal. But I kind of thought if we would get price to push up here and take in, get an entry up here ish, might have a little bit of drawdown, but we could definitely see price pull back. That's what we got. I don't know if this was going to end up being a good trade overall, but it worked out. Okay. Push. Why did I not get a second 2-minute signal? There it is. Wow, I cannot believe that actually called for a pullback and it might have been correct. That's crazy. Let's see. Oh, good signal there. Found ourselves a new high. So price really dancing. Really dancing. So this is 18,300 we danced at and rejected once, twice, and the third time. So we're keying in on the right levels here. Okay. Yeah, I'm less likely to take this trade here. Not that it's a bad signal, but just seeing what price is doing, let's just wait to see if we can get price. So price pops 10 points or so, maybe 11 points. Let's see what we got here. This looks like a nice little run. Okay. Okay, possible reversal and a strong. Let's see if we can take it and catch some run in here. Not a whole lot. I got kind of nervous there. I thought my entry might have been a little late. I was kind of hoping for price to push debt back just a little bit, kind of like this right there, and then I could jump in. But it didn't give me that. It gave me the opposite to start. And so I didn't really have a chance to. So up 6.5 points, down more than that. So this is these are bad signals technically. Unless we finish better, then we will see. We will see. Okay. weak long signal. Nope. Yep. 8, 3, okay. Cool. All right. Let's see what we want to do here. I got a high up here. I've got a low right in here, I'll call it. Let's see what we got. A little 20-point gap. Sell. Okay. Solid there. I can't believe we, man, I really was not anticipating a sell signal coming from GPT. I did not expect that at all. Otherwise, I'd have been on TradeAvate already. I was not expecting that. So we got in a little bit late. I really can't even believe we got the fill that we got. I think we got a pretty generous fill. We didn't capture a whole lot of movement, but we did get some there. We did get some. So not too upset about that, I guess. Okay. Another sell signal? Okay, I'll sell right there. Stop. Okay. Good signal there. Kind of testing, we're probably going to test this wick low maybe. Not probably, but we'll see what we do with this. Test up here again, but see if we can test this low. I won't be in the trade to capture all of it, but we'll get something. Okay. Another sell signal. Jumped in right there. Short. Let's see. 08. Wow. Hell of a call there. In and out pretty fast. I don't even know if this is a good signal anymore. Five, 4. Let's just see what happens here. I have a feeling this one's going to end up being, yeah, it's a good signal or bad signal. Yeah. Okay, so we're still ranging here. Let's see what we got. $45. Where's my signal? Weak. But you were good. Late as shit, but you were good. Okay. Now we're really chilling. I mean, there's just no way this thing is going to take off like that, right or wrong? 8 down, 6 up. long, long. Okay, down 150 bucks, I think. Getting close. Oh, well, that would have put us in profit. And I wouldn't have. Oh, man, I really didn't like our entry spot on that one. That's why I made my stop super tight. I really would have loved to get in it, kind of like the candle open, but it just ran from us too fast. Didn't really have a chance to do much with it. Okay. So we popped up here. Now, what we've seen is anytime we get a nice pop like this, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back here. So I'm going to be patient with this one. I'm sure we'll get a nice strong signal, but if we do, I'd like to see myself get in the trade with a nice. Okay, so we have oversold signal or overbought signal. I'll wait. I'll wait on that. Okay, now I'm not opposed to a long signal here. I think I'd be okay taking it. We kind of digested that move. Whoa, that's a really low signal. Another good one here. I can't take it now. It's too far gone. I don't want to do that. I have to have my stop too tight, and I just won't be happy with that. Super low still. Push, big push here. Pull back right here. But looks like buyers held it pretty good. And so I wouldn't be opposed for this, had it been a 75% or so, I wouldn't be opposed for this to be a nice push up here. Now let's see what this candle turns into. We're quite choppy this morning, but I did like this price action as it relates to maybe price continuing to go up. So maybe we'll see over the next couple of candles kind of what that turns into. Up 5, down 6. Okay. I don't know what that was. Signal a little delayed. Refresh. We've seen this a couple times where signals come in super late. We had one come in at like 11 seconds. This one's not coming in at all, so we'll have to just hang on, I guess. Let's go. Okay. Weak and weak. Long. I would have liked to see a short signal here. We'll see what this one turns into, but I would have liked to see a short. I probably would have taken that. So far, these are bad signals. New signal here. 3, 2, and 1. Long. Why would it be long? I'm not going against you. I want to know. What's the logic here? What are you looking at? Pi. It's hard to call this a low because this candle could just bust right through it. Yeah. And then it would no longer be a low. I'm assuming this right here is more, maybe this right here is more appropriate. So yeah, I got the 300 level. So let's see, we're going to test it, push past it, buyers step in, and we're going to run through, it looks like. 88, 98, 99, 301, 300. Okay, so we're really dancing at the 300 level. Okay. Weak and weak, really? All right. Still holding that 300 level pretty good. Sell. No thanks. Here comes price roaring back. Which one? 51 signal 2 minutes ago. Why'd you take it? Kev, what happened there? Did you go? Why'd you take that one? That would not have been the one to take, a 40%. Unless you went opposite, I could see that. But no, that I know that the signals at times don't give us exactly what we want, exactly when we want them, but we should never be taking anything 35, 40%. That's not going to be a recipe for long-term success. Long here. Stop at, that's 9 points. Okay, puts us at 50 bucks in this account for the day. That actually makes us smile a bit. Got burned a little bit, but we came back. I went long. I was hoping we would bounce overnight. Okay. I see. Yeah. So then did you get burned by the signal or burned by the analysis you did? Like, let's be very clear. And I'm not wanting to point fingers, but the signal itself, we know we should not be taking anything below 70. Like, we know that. Or really above 75. And so the signal gave you the direction I think you might have been looking for, but not necessarily the confirmation you needed. Nothing here, so we'll wait. Okay, good signal here it looks like. Even though I didn't want it, it wasn't the one that I wanted. It happens, Kev. Yeah, it happens. We all get burned. That's what the markets are for. They're perfectly efficient that way. All right, long. right above the open, stop about 10 points below. Let's see what happens with this. I think I'm so zoomed in. Here we go. Where we at? That hit my stop pretty quick, didn't it? Nothing special about this. Good old ass whooping here. Shit. Nope, nope. Or not. Wow, $3 on that. That was insane. That was intense because, oh man, look at that. That would have been, we would have never caught that. Like, there's nothing we could have done for that. Nothing in the world, but that'd have been nice to at least be a part of, you know? Okay. Tough one there. Tough. Nice big drawdown for $3. Oh. Now we're rolling. Let's see if there's some news. Yep. Expecting an overbought here. Really? 2 sell signals? Wow. $28, yep. Tough one there. Good signal here, I guess. Okay, so we're gradually moving our way up. Gradually. Sell signal here. This one's going to sting a little bit because we're already down more than our stop should be. Yeah. We'll shoot. Down 300. Yeah. All right. Bad one there. All right, so now we're at Little Chop City. Let's go here, here, and here, and we'll wait. Okay. Might not have been necessarily. This is one of those where if I could have entered, just been a little more patient with my entry, we definitely would have had a chance to be successful on this one. But there just wasn't. I mean, it sat at open, or it's even, or at open, I guess, for a minute, kind of like it did just there, and then it moved. So that's always tough. That's always going to be a tough one. Sell again. Okay, stop right, or entry right there. Stop at 9 points. Okay, we got a little bit back on that one, about $200 on that one, or just shy of it. Another bad signal there, but that was how I'd like to have managed that previous one. I would have liked to have managed this previous one right here, like that. I just managed that one right there. This is a, okay, that's a long, strong long. Strong long. All right. A little volume back in the market, never hurt anybody. Storm, what's good? Long. Okay. Okay, let's see how this goes here. Stop. $10-point stop. Can we get above and run a little? So far, no. There's hope. Oh, there it was. Like $50 on that one, maybe. 4 to 4. It's gonna end up being a good signal, I have a feeling. The market is bad, but weak, shorts, okay. Okay, good signals here. Okay, same spot as before. We're really just testing these levels here. Let's just see what we get. It hasn't been terrible trading some of this drop. It just hasn't been amazing either. Okay. I don't know what is sitting at 18,354, but it is spooky because price doesn't even want to try it again. I mean, it just, good God. All right, so there we go, a little push and push back. So that has 56, touched it, okay, good. And we're back down. Okay. Going long here would be super dangerous, and I feel like if we get a long signal, okay, cool, we didn't get either one. Good. Good. We wait. We did pop up here, which is nice. So I'll move that there, but let's wait a second. Okay. Well, that's definitive. Total candle movement so far is 17 points. Okay, literally every time we've had a nice breakout, pull back, pull back. Even there was one, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. So pull back a little bit there. So let's just wait and kind of see what we get here. Signal wise, and then we'll wait and see what we get price wise. So I got a weak sell signal. That's actually really interesting. Okay, I'm not upset about that at all. I get the sentiment here. We've got nice price action, big push up, and then we're calling for a short potentially. We're not mad about that. I'm not upset about it. Well, that's obviously a bad signal. Okay. So we go and test this again. All right. So there's some momentum for us. Long. I want to take it, but we're just at the point now where I don't know if I can. Price already popped for me, and there just isn't a whole lot we can do with this. To start. Okay. You can't really even close. Okay, so I don't really know where our bottom is, so I'll leave it. All right. We'll wait. Adam, what's good? Okay. Sell signal here. .3 points. 3.5 points. Wow, there you go. No cavities. Always good to have no cavities. Always good to have no cavities. Haven't had a cavity in a while. Been very fortunate. Very lucky. You just never know. Sell signal, but nothing really. Starting out, these are pretty bad signals. So we'll wait. Just cracked one. Oh, damn, okay. Ouch. Painful or no? I guess a cracked tooth would be painful, but I actually don't know. I have a couple chipped teeth, for sure. But not only if I have any cracked ones. Oh, damn. There you go. Nothing bad about that. I had a friend who said that he'd been going to the same dentist for a while, like a few years. Never had a cavity, never had anything. Then the dentist got a brand new office, like a real nice like upgrade, facelift to the whole building and everything else, and a bunch of new equipment. Said he went in and got like he had 3 or 4 new cavities supposedly. Thought that was really funny. You never know, and I don't know how to tell if you have a cavity or not. So maybe I should learn. How do you manage not to get anxious when you trade? Unless at times I do get a little anxious. The ones I get anxious on are the ones where I have super tight stops. Um, that's when I get a little anxious. But more so, it's like, first off, you're not gonna die taking trades. So, like, I kind of tell myself just relax. It's not that big of a deal. One, it's just not. That's number one. The second is like, no singular trade should put you like to the point of, well, financial ruin, of course, but like you shouldn't put everything on one trade. If you can like do that, then you won't be super anxious all the time. It'll just be whatever. And ultimately, if you look at it like when you win, you learn, when you lose, you learn, you're going to learn something every trade. There's not a whole lot of reason to be kind of tightly wound about some of these trades. I do get anxious at times. I'm like, oh, damn, I got in at a bad spot. Let me try to manage this one. But like, I'm not going to die, you know? And I'm not going to like lose all my money. So that's how I manage it. Everyone's a little different, but I would say just take trades. Like keep taking trades, keep doing prop accounts, keep doing express accounts or funded accounts. Like you really can't overcome that unless you're doing it a ton. That's the only way. It's the only way. All right, so we got long signal here. That's good. Short signal there. That's bad. We're breaking above. Now we're not. But I also say that once you've been, and this is going to have to be a new rule for me. Like once I get live and I'm ready to go, I need to hang out for like 10 or 15 minutes and just let the signals go and let the market go so I can get a feel for it. I've gotten a better feel for it this kind of last half hour or so, but the first like 15 minutes were pretty treacherous. And really, I just didn't have a feel for the market yet. Like I oversized twice, got burned, and then now we've kind of settled in a little bit and we've traded a little bit better. But it's like I got to sit back and I just got to take a beat and say, okay, what is the market doing? Like, what are these candles trying to tell me? And then from there, I can start making good decisions. Um, Especially when price is a little bit more choppy. It's easy when price starts like this because then it's like just wait for it to break out and then we have a trade. But when it is moving already, it's like you kind of want it to settle down for a second, then break out, and then get your trade. Let me do something here. But ultimately, managing your emotions when you're trading is, I mean, it's probably the most important thing. I'm more of an IQ than EQ kind of guy, but like can't take that part out of the game, which is the heart rate jumping up a little bit, getting a little nervous or sweaty if you're in a trade, hoping everything is going to go right. You can't take that out of this completely. But you can get comfortable with your fundamentals. And that's why I was like, Kevin, why did you take that trade? And he had a reason for it. But it's like the reason I built this entire system was I want to take the responsibility of having to do all of this charting off my shoulders. Like Kevin called for a tweezer top. Like I consider that. Like that is an actual price action movement that is calculated by ChatGPT. It is an actual one. And so I wanted to take as many of the things that I could try to mentally process and put it into this, and then just like simplify it all down to just taking these trades. Because if you just do that, you can shift the blame from you being a bad trader to the system calling for a bad trade. That's always helpful. But also, like you don't have to do all this on your own. Okay, it's fine. Okay. So how do you mitigate the emotions and the anxiety of it all? You just have to do it a lot, and then you get desensitized to it. It's no different than anything else. It's no different than anything else. Like I'll give you guys a little, not even a personal anecdote, but it's like there's some ding dong in here. I think his name is Andy. I don't know where he's definitely watching, or he was before. But he used to comment a bunch, make a bunch of different YouTube accounts, and then like comment or whatnot. But now what he does is he's got my email and he just blasts it to all these like spam sites. It's all he does all day. It's all he does. He just blasts my stuff to these different spam sites. And I'm just like, what is going on here? And it's like, at first it kind of bothered me, but now I'm just like, whatever, I'm used to it. Same thing with anything. It's like how you get used to anything. You just have to do it a ton. And that's why, like, I would say to start with Apex, not to jump topics completely. I have a sell signal right here. I'm gonna take that. I don't love my entry here, to be fair. Let's just see what we can do with this. We got a nice tight-ish stop. TradingView did not show the data properly. I'll give it that. Stop right here. It's gonna be a small stop out here if we do get stopped out. I think we will. Or we're out. Okay, it's fine. We're down 240, whatever. That was actually a good signal. We just got in so late. That sucks. Freaking TradingView. Actually, it wasn't really TradingView's fault. I just wasn't looking at the right chart. We got a random signal, like weak. I'm gonna remeasure that one. But talking about Apex, that's the reason I say start with Apex. Is especially when they have their cheap accounts, it's cheaper to start one of those small evals and activate than it is on TOPSTEP. But then you can like get the feel for what it's like to be in a funded account, because that first time you're in a funded account, you're gonna be super nervous and you're definitely gonna blow it up. Like, just be for real. Especially the way Apex does it. Not a huge fan of the way they do it, but you're definitely gonna blow up your account. But like the more of those you blow up, the more you're gonna be like, okay. And the more you pass, the more you're gonna be like, all right, I can just pass another one. Not a huge deal. And all of that stuff desensitizes you to like those big emotions of like, man, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose, because you're going to lose. Like that, the markets are the most guaranteed way to lose money. I can't think. I mean, even like gambling, I guess. You're going to lose money with these markets, and so there's no reason to be upset about it or like to let it like ruin the way you move throughout the day, it's like losing is part of it. And if you can't handle the losing part of it, then you definitely can't handle the wins. That's just how it works. You can't be a sore loser and like a modest winner. It doesn't work like that. You have to be both. Either a sore loser and like a really hype winner. Nothing wrong with that. I totally get why people do that. Or like super mellow about both sides. Like, oh, I won a little bit, or oh, I lost a little bit. Like, have to be both sides. Are you trading two minis or my minis, my friend? Yeah, Kyle. No, for sure. I'll have to show you guys sometime. I'll have to like take a screenshot of my email. It's like sometimes I'll get up and I'm just like, what in the world? It's like a couple clicks, delete all the emails, not a big deal. But I'm just like, what is going on with this guy? Absolutely strange. Absolutely strange. I don't know what's wrong with him. All right, anyway. All right, 17. I got a long signal here. I kind of want to take this one, but it's too far gone for me. But I'm trading two minis because price is, or the ATR is pretty low. And that's a great signal that we just didn't take. Every once in a while I'm wrong, and that's one of those. Damn. Guy must love you or something. It really is, Kyle. It really is. Guys, he's interesting. He made a fake YouTube name of my wife's name, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, that's wild. That's something I never would have thought of. That's interesting. That was yesterday. Had to delete that comment. I don't like that, but I was like, wow, that's interesting. But it's so easy. Like, you just delete the stuff. Like, make a nasty comment, delete, block, send an email, delete. Like, it's just like, I don't know what he gets from it, but he must enjoy it because it's just easy for me to disregard and keep moving on my day. But so strange. All right, 18 long. I don't love this trade, but I'm going to jump into it. 69 right there. 71, 8-point stop. I don't love this one, mostly because we made a stop up here, top up here, top up here. But let's see if my stop can be big enough to hold this off and get rolling up. Don't think that we're going to get it. Okay, yeah, we did. 80 bucks on that one. We're down 200 bucks. Horrific. I mean, just a ton of wickage here. A total tonnage of just nasty wicks. I don't even know what to do with this price action right now. I really don't. Frozen again? Ah, damn. All right, hold on. Why is it doing this? It's probably telling me to stop trading, honestly. Hold on. Remove the screen. Yes. And then we got to add it again. Hit OK. Low, low, low. Not missing any signals. That's good. But now you can see my OBS. Let's wait for that. Let's see here. Loading, loading, loading. Yep. Hit OK. And then I need to move my phone up here. There we go. I genuinely don't know why this has been the occurrence. Thank you, Gabe, for calling that out. I don't know what has been the issue with this recently. No trades to take. This is like the leaky move up sucks. Like, I'd much rather it look something like these two candles, or maybe even like these two or these. But this little wiki shit that kind of just goes up sucks. Bouncing off our 9 quite well, but like, just thinking. This is where, so I used to trade options and I would do kind of a breakout strategy. And these were the hardest to trade. It's good signal, good signal. These are the hardest where you had price kind of like moving up like sideways, but it was still moving up. Like, this is where it's not impossible, but it's very difficult to catch the rhythm when you have price moving like that. And okay, this is going to be an oversold signal. I have a feeling. Nope, strong. Sell right there, stop. We're gonna go 10 points. That's what we want to see. How do we only get like 50 bucks off of that? That's insane. One thing about a trailing stop is you're never going to get that max profit that you see. Never. But okay. Yeah, good. That's good. Your rule of thumb, Kyle. What I'm hoping for is in the next few moments, or moments, I'd probably a couple hours, on the site, we'll have, instead of this, an actual, what in the world is price action right now? We'll have multiple time frames. We'll have the 5 minute, we'll have the 10, 15 hour daily is what I think. And then if we need to do a community vote on which ones we want, then we can do that. So I'll start with the 5, 10, 15 hour daily, those 5. And I think I want to keep it at 5. There's no reason to have more than that. Like that encompasses pretty much everything. But if you guys want like, I don't know, 30-minute or something instead of the hour, or a 4-hour instead of the daily or something like that, then we can vote on that, and then the majority rule will win out on that. But I think that should be helpful enough, I think. Bad. Okay. Trash. Yeah. All right. Got 417 of you guys signed up for that. I'm looking to double and then quadruple and then 10x that. So let's keep it rolling. Okay, I got a pretty decent sell signal right there. All right, I'm in chop land here. Nothing there. Okay. That's so annoying. That was just on me. That was just bad trade etiquette right there. Got into the trade pretty late and then got stopped out because I put my stop super tight, and then price moved on a little bit more. I didn't move a ton, but like it moved enough that we could have made some more money on it. Good signal, bad execution. But when it's choppy like that, it is what it is. To go back to Anessa's question about how do I not get anxious, honestly, going live has helped a ton. Like having to do this in front of you guys doesn't sound like much, but I mean, when you fuck up, everybody gets to see it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the most fun shit in the world. I'm like, damn, I'm really ass sometimes. And then other days, I'm like, okay, I'm not as bad as I think I am. 65. and 80. Can those even out to like, let's see if this thing can rampage up. I'm gonna go 1. Let's go sell right there. If this goes up a little higher, maybe we can add on to it. I'm 6 points out. Now we're 8 points out. Okay, we'll take a shot in the dark with low amount of risk. Can it pay off for us? My feeling is this low here is going to hold pretty tight, but I don't know. No reason. No, we're not going to add to this position. This one doesn't look favorable. Let's see. Again, not supposed to take these 80 and 60, either one of these, but I wanted to see if maybe we could catch one of these bad boys rolling, and the answer is no. But we've ranged between these 8 points for the past minute. Let's see if we can hold on just a little longer and see if this thing can run down for us. Weak. It's toast. Yeah. All right. Let's go back to 2. Okay. Nope. Tried it. Wanted to see. Tried it. Didn't work. That bottom held pretty strong, which is good. So now we know, like, okay, somewhere in here, and then somewhere up here. What do we have? Oh, that's a good signal. That's kind of what I was hoping for, honestly. How many more points did I have to get? 72. If I had put my stop at 10 points, I would have been able to hold on to this trade. Damn. Damn. But yeah, trading in front of you guys has helped the anxiety for sure, because it's like, what else you gotta do, you know? What else are you going to do? 65 and 40? That's interesting. I didn't see that coming. This is the meltdown that I'm kind of hoping for. Like, big red, small green, big red, small green. We'll see what shakes out. Yeah, so I definitely would recommend, if you can, hold on here. Like if you had to share your P&L with somebody, like every day, like regardless of what happened, good or bad, you had to share it. It would probably change the way you trade a little bit. Because you'd be embarrassed about your losses and you'd be happy about your wins, but you would do things to not lose trades more than you would do things to try and win more trades, if that makes sense. Like you would optimize for not losing. And ultimately, that's actually the best strategy for trading, is optimizing to not lose trades rather than optimizing to make as much money as possible. Because pretty rarely are you going to match up the right amount of risk and the right market move. Like you're typically going to like miss on one. And so if you over risk and you miss on the move size, like which I did this morning twice, I added too much risk. Thought the market wouldn't move more than 10 points or so. Hell no. Move way faster than I thought. And so I missed that. You'd much rather be lower sized and miss out on making as much. That's going to lead you to being consistently profitable. Maybe not as profitable as you want. It's not going to be like the sexiest of sexy numbers, but it's definitely going to help you more than oversizing and trying to catch like a rocket ship, because that shit doesn't work. Yeah, exactly. It's part of the game. All right, 70. Let's go sell right there. Not the best fill in the world. 11 points, 10-point stop. There we go. Nice trade there, about 300 bucks. Good. Really not even that big of a candle. Like it's big and like relatively big, but it's not like a big candle. Like if that was normal time, that'd have been like 30 points. We would be in fucking 1 or 5 micros, but all the same. Yeah, like it ends up, the more that you're able to handle those losses, you know, the better you're gonna be. Yeah, we'll get rid of that one. Oversold is what this is calling for. I'm not a huge believer yet. So let's wait to see what happens here. Broke out of our official range, which was like this, honestly. Finally. And there's that little pullback. This is what I mean by not taking these 85s, which you guys can, okay, you guys can see perfectly. It's like the system gets, and this is not Chat GPT calling for these possible reversals. This is me labeling these based off my experience. Is like these 80, anything over 75, like the system just gets a little overzealous. Like it's like we're definitely going down. And it's like, okay, perfect. Then we're probably going to reverse. It's kind of me gamifying the system a little bit. I like to optimize some of the 60 to 65s. I think there's maybe some room in there for us to take some trades possibly. I think that, but this is not a good signal. Sell signal here. Sell right there. And overzealous again. 10-point stop, and we're already halfway to our stop. Oh, okay. I don't know what to think of this one. That sucks. We had a chance to like do something. What is going on? There's this little girl walking up to my front door right now. What just, hold on. Give me a second here. What is going, one second. What is this? It's Andy. Andy would get hit in his face so hard. And he'd be on my property. I wouldn't even, oh my gosh. Andy would be deleted. He would be separated from his consciousness quickly. This is dead ass. This lady's in a van and she's dropping off, you see that? Like lawn care. But she's got her kids running the neighborhood. So like I kind of respect the hustle that's like, hey, I made you guys, so like go run and deliver these things. But I'm also kind of like, get your big ass out of your car and do it yourself. That's actually hella funny. She's walked up in like a princess outfit. My shades are not shade, my blinds are like blinds, but then there's like a little bit of mesh material, and so it's not perfectly clear. So I couldn't see her face, but I could see like her silhouette. I'm like, what is going on here? We have a long signal here. Let's take that right there. That was so funny. I'm like, what is going on here? All right, we're just below profit here on the day. 45, that was a bad one. And you were a good one. That was just bizarre. That was just bizarre. I'm not sure what was going on. It's Andy. That's hella funny. It's Andy. He wouldn't dare. All right. Okay. Lawn care. That's so funny. The neighborhood I live in, there goes the van. The neighborhood I live in has the HOA has like lawn care built in. So like the house, we built this house, but it came with sprinklers, and there's a lawn mowing service slash mulching slash fertilizing service that comes out, and they cut the grass I guess it's now every Monday. Last session it was Wednesday, but it's every Monday. So on Mondays it'll be a little loud, but or at least maybe it wasn't yesterday. Anyway, so we don't really need like that service on this street specifically, but whatever. I would love to be a lawn guy. Like I would love to be like a guy who's super into his lawn. I have bad allergies and I don't have incredible patience. It's not my thing. But I would love to have like a super smooth looking front yard and backyard, but it's just not it's not how I'm built, unfortunately. Good, bad signal there. We marked that properly. Let's go over here. Let's see. So top here, bottom here. Can we run down to this bottom? Let's see. Sell. So, that's actually a good entry. I don't know what's going to happen with this trade, but that's a good entry for what I've got. 43. Whoa. Nice. Puts us up 289 in this account. It took us a while to get there. Okay. So once we settled down, 72% win rate. We had 2 trades that were break even, 36 trades. It took 2 bad trades in the morning, and then we settled down, and this is what it looked like. So for me, another good signal here. Shoot, I missed it. What I need to do, and you guys can hold me accountable to this, is like we get live, we get everything sent out, get everybody in the chat or whatever, get going, say hellos, good mornings. And then like I need to just sit back and watch these signals for a little bit and just see what's going on first. Because I think once we settle down, we know what we're doing and we're pretty good. But if we just start jumping in because we feel like we're missing out, which like that's just me mismanaging emotions, like, oh man, I want to capture this move, we get burned. We get burned pretty big. And so that'll be our kind of our to-do. So tomorrow and ideally every day from here on, let's get in, let's get everybody going, let's get set up, and then let's just watch the signals together. We'll miss a couple trades, I'm sure, but let's let price do its thing, get a feel, and then we can start taking some trades. I think that's going to help us in our profitability and overall just what we're doing. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. That was a good live today, about an hour and damn near 2 hours. So good stuff. I'll have the Slack channel sent out today, and then I'll put some educational stuff in there as well. That'll just be populated later on, and we will go from there. All right. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But I will see y'all in Slack here in a couple hours. Peace.